Go.
Okay, so that was our little intro for Adventure Time. Hello, and this is Texas Hamster Gaming. Today we're going to do an Adventure Time theory video with me, Texas Hamster, the head gamer, Gordon, and Lee Epic. So
it was my idea to think of the introduction song.
Yes, it was Lee Epic's idea for the intro, if we could even hear it once we hear our video.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We could just go back to the computer, you know. But
we don't edit though.
Yeah, we don't. But we could just try and try again. So, Lee Epic, what is your thoughts? Like, what's the first theory that pops in mind for you?
What theory about what?
Anything in Adventure Time.
I just like the idea of who made Adventure Time. How like Jake and Finn are like best buddies, and how they do everything together.
Oh yes, of course. So,
how did Jake roll into a magic mud puddle and get his super stretchy ability?
Oh, that's a good.
Well, that's a good question there. Now, I think I have an answer for that question.
The Magic Man.
No, I don't think it would be the Magic Man. I think that it would be radiation. And I'll get into that later into the video. Little technical difficulties here.
Just watch this.
Technical difficulties.
Yes,
Please
we're
stand
back.
by.
Okay, we're done.
We're back. So, back to the radiation and Jake. So,
I have a question here.
What?
You know the Ice King, right? About his crown.
Ice King.
Where did he get the crown? That's my question.
Well, it is confirmed that.
So every king has to have a crown, right? So
yeah, but where'd he get the powers from his crowns, and where'd he get it?
The magic penguins.
Okay,
what?
Here, let me answer Gordon's question, and I'll get back to yours, Lee Epic. So, the Ice King, where did he get his crown? It is confirmed that the Ice King got his crown from a dock worker in Scandinavia.
What? Okay.
It is confirmed.
I did not know that.
You made that up.
I'll look it up. And before the war, quote unquote,
we were here.
No, before the war, quote unquote, the Ice King's name was Simon Petrikov.
Really?
Yes, Simon Petrikov.
I did not know.
His name is Simon Petrikov.
He most likely lived in Russia.
Hey, Texas Hamster, did you look up all these answers in the internet, or did you know it before you looked up?
Well, I looked it up. I looked it up. So, his name was Simon Petrikov, and he was most likely Russian.
So how is he so fat?
Seriously?
Here, I'll answer that. I'll answer that one later. So, Simon was his name, and he was.
And before the war, did they have computers so they could play Minecraft?
Most likely.
Seriously, a question?
He was.
That question?
Why he liked princesses was most likely because before the war and before he got crazy, he had a friend or whatever named Betty. And
who's Betty?
The Ice King's girlfriend, I guess, before he got crazy. So that's why, that's one theory. Another theory is that he was just crazy. So back to Brandon's question.
My name's not that. That's not my name.
We'll just
Lee
go.
Lee Epic.
Sorry, the names are mixed up.
Yeah,
Okay. You're thinking of your neighbor.
Yeah, my neighbor. Go Cowboys. Okay, so Lee Epic. Back to your question about how Jake got his stretchy powers.
Yeah.
Now, this is still pure hypothesis, but Jake most likely got his stretchy powers from
rolling in a mud puddle. I saw an episode.
No, rolling in radiation.
No, mud puddle. It was a mud puddle. Magical mud puddle. I remember
Okay,
that
what episode was
clearly.
it?
I don't remember.
Texas Hamster.
Oh, it was that
What if
one
there-
where the
what
Magic
if-
Man took away Jake's powers, and the Magic Man, and then like Jake went around in all the mud puddles and the lands,
Yeah.
and he didn't, then Jake went, "You jerk!" and then the Magic Man, who's like, "Oh yes, here's your powers back, Jake, because I learned that I'm finally a jerk."
Okay.
I have a question.
So, you think it was the mud puddle and the Magic Man?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was.
No. Well,
There was a mud puddle involved.
was it green?
It was a normal mud puddle.
No,
They showed a
I
flashback
have.
They showed a normal
Okay.
flashback of him rolling in a normal mud puddle.
Well, I saw this one episode in Farm World Finn where the Lich King and Finn dreamed to where the Lich dreamed to end humanity and Finn wished the Lich never existed, right? So they flash back, right? They're in an alternate universe and Jake is seen rowing in a green puddle. A green puddle. Think of that. What comes to mind besides
Throw up.
besides throw up? Nuclear radiation. Okay. So
My question.
Gordon has a question.
Wait, was this on the internet?
Yes, I found it on the internet.
The
But
internet, you can't believe everything you see on the internet, though.
But I watched the episode. I watched the Farm World Finn episode.
Okay.
Okay.
You know Jake's mom and dad.
Yes, Joshua and Margaret.
Yeah.
What if they got stretching powers? What do you think will happen?
Oh, they would.
Well,
be
I think they
stretchy
do
kids.
have.
No, they
or
don't.
they
They don't.
don't?
Because if they had stretchy pairs, then they probably would have stretched all the way to
Oh
his
yeah,
house.
yeah,
And they just walked straight up to the door with briefcases.
yeah. So what I think was Jake got his stretchy powers from radiation, and Lee Epic thinks that
It was
Jake
a
got
mud
his
puddle.
powers
I
from the
saw
mud
that
puddle.
episode where.
Okay, we'll get back further discussion if we get pretty a lot of views on this. Let's say we could do a part 2 of this.
Because we're close to end of this.
Mhm.
Actually
And
not.
and yeah. So let's move on to a question. Well, not a question, but something I found out. Like during the war, the Mushroom War, quote unquote, that Simon Petrikov, aka the Ice King, took care of Marceline when she was a child.
Wait, is that his girlfriend?
No.
I don't think they went that far.
No. So, no, because Simon was wandering the wastelands, right? After the bombs initially went off. And, Marceline, which was half demon, half human at the time.
Oh, the vampire dude.
Yeah.
Girl. Whatever.
Yeah, the vampire girl. She was young girl that time. And she said, in one of her songs, like, "Oh, Marceline, why you so mean?" And then, like, she says she's about 1,000 years old. Okay?
Yeah.
Get this?
And
She's
he's
1,000.
He's like, that's a bunch of bull.
No. So, that means when she was probably a child in that showing of, when...
Age.
Yeah, so the Mushroom War had to have happened at least 1,000 years ago. Maybe more, maybe less. But I think the Mushroom War started on August 13th, 2021. Now listen here.
2021. Isn't that like in 10, 11 more years?
Yeah, why I say this is because you know the Enchiridion, right?
No.
Oh my gosh, man, you have to do more research next time.
Hey, what's the Enchiridion in this?
So the Enchiridion is a book, a hero's guide, where in one of the earlier episodes, Finn and Jake quest. They don't fight, but they go against a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Minotaur. Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Like, and then they make the giant baby barf
Yeah.
by stealing his doll. Oh yeah, I remember that one now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the Enchiridion.
That was the first episode.
One of the first ones. So on the back it says 8-13-21. And that's got me wondering. Is it related to the war, or is it related to the big hole on the Earth? Because
Wait, what hole?
okay, in numerous episodes, it shows Earth, right? And there's a big hole on Earth, and it looks like it's part of Northern Asia and Eastern Europe. You know?
Oh yeah. Who likes Minecraft here? Just
Oh, come on.
Oh, by the
thought I'd
way,
throw that
yes.
out.
My camera won't do over 10 minutes.
Why not?
Because my other iPad wouldn't do over 10 minutes.
It wouldn't download it?
It said it was too long.
Okay. So, guys, part 2's coming up soon. Thank you. Thank you.